Hello and welcome to another 284 Media featured interview. I'm your host, Jhaka Wooding, and today we're talking everything Kelly Smith. Now, I called her by her government name because some may know her as Kellyful or the Virgin Islands Princess. Stay tuned because we have a great talk coming up with her about her newest project after this quick break.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman Season 7, coming January 29th at 8 p.m. exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, Kelly, welcome back to our studio.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
All right, now for anyone who may not be familiar with you and your content, tell us, who is Kelly Smith?
Okay, so hi, my name is Kelly Smith. I'm a content creator / influencer. I make lifestyle content on social media like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Awesome. Now, this is your second time in our studio.
Yes.
Last time we were talking about your whole experience and vlogging in public and everything we saw you doing at that time. Since then, you have significantly grown your product. And I have to say, I was so proud to see your content develop over time. So tell us, what are you working on now? Of course, on our screen, we do have the thumbnail from your first episode. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so my most recent project is the Virgin Islands Princess. It's an idea I've had for a while because I want to learn more about the Virgin Islands, about our history and culture. And as a content creator, I'm like, I could share it with the world as well. So that's my aim for this project. So the first episode, it was more fiction, actually. So I wrote a script, we plotted it out, and we went out. I don't want to spoil it for the viewers. You can definitely check it out on YouTube. But I play the Virgin Islands Princess, and I'm going out on my first adventure into the Virgin Islands.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now tell us a bit about your process, because, you know, a lot of the time when people are doing stuff for social media, it's a one-person team. So tell us a bit about your process behind the scenes and how you're getting this done.
Okay, so I want to say I'm not actually a one-person team, thankfully. I have lots of people supporting me with filming, like my dad. He's always helping me record, or people who I can bounce ideas off of. So I'm great to have this like growing bubble of people. So for the first episode, I feel like that took the longest time because it was script writing, it was storyboarding, it was location scouting, the whole thing. And when you have an idea, you want it to be the best possible version of it. So, but then as you go about doing it, you realize, well, we have to work with what we have. And obviously there's the expectation versus reality. But I'm really proud and glad of how I was able to turn the original concept into a living thing.
Awesome. One of the things I've realized working in the media is that, like you said, we always have this expectation of what we want it to look like, but it's always important to recognize no one else is aware of your expectation. So people watching aren't necessarily going to know, oh, but she planned to do this, but she did this instead. So there's a bit of comfort in that. Tell us a bit about the growth of Kellyful, though, which was your original project, you going out and seeing the world. You've gone so many new places. I followed you. You went to Virgin Gorda, you went to JVD. I think you traveled abroad recently.
I did.
Tell us a bit about that.
So Kellyful is a time capsule of my life. I want to capture as many moments as possible in this time period, so the good and the bad. And my most recent adventure was traveling abroad because that was my first time going to New York, and I definitely wanted to capture it. So I took lots of pictures, I uploaded vlogs on it, and I'm actually editing the full version where you could see like all the pieces you can't see on TikTok. You get to see the ups and the downs and all of that.
Awesome. Now, what has your response been like from the public? I know you have a growing fan base from the awesome reaction to your previous interview with us, but what's it been like for you?
Well, I would say the Kellyful community, that's what I call it in my head. I don't have an official name, but my community is very positive, and I'm really happy about that. They're very supportive. So whenever I post videos, people in my family circle and as well as outside, they come up to me and they talk to me about the adventures I've been on, how it's inspiring that I'm going out and doing things, or just how funny certain things might be. Like if I make a mistake, I don't shy away from sharing it because it's all a part of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, of course, when the camera is off and you're off the screen, you're still Kelly Smith.
Yes.
What does Kelly Smith get up to outside of being a social media influencer and content creator?
Okay. I'm really trying to
You
think
can't remember
because,
who you are?
yeah, because content creating has taken up so much of my life, and I'm really happy about that. I think I mentioned this the last time I was here. I want to be an entrepreneur, and content creating is definitely an avenue I'm glad I ventured into. But I still love baking. I actually graduated from HLSCC's culinary course. I made a video on that, so it's like I can combine several areas of my passions and just bring it together. So yeah, baking for sure, and going out and exploring. That's who Kelly is, just a person who wants to live and experience life.
All right. Now, I'm surprised you almost forgot about your baking side, because I certainly have not forgotten. I'm almost losing my words remembering that pina colada cake you made.
Yes.
It was awesome. So
Thank you.
I'm glad you got through your course. Congratulations. And I can't wait to see what you do next. We might get a Kellyful cooking show.
I haven't even thought about that, but that would be really cool. Yeah.
Definitely something to consider. Now, of course, we're at that point in the interview when I'm going to ask you to dig deep and give advice, because whether you might recognize it or not, there are people in the community looking up to you, young Virgin Islanders looking at you. If Kelly could do it, maybe I could do it. What do you have to say to them?
So I would say just go out and do your very best, because in terms of content creating, it's really easy to nitpick every single thing you do. But like you mentioned earlier, people don't know the ideas you have in your head. So you can't beat yourself up about it. So try your best, practice, because you do improve over time. So get out there, get filming, editing, and press the button. Just post it. You don't know where it could take you.
All right. And of course, for anyone who wants to tune in, for anyone who wants to join Kellyful on her adventures, or,
The Virgin
stay tuned
Islands
for
Princess.
the Virgin Islands Princess, see where she goes next. How can they stay in contact?
The best way to stay in contact is YouTube. So Kellyful284, that's my handle. And over on the Virgin Island Princess is the VI Princess.
All right. And what about Instagram?
Yes, I do have Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for all of my handles. It's the same thing. Fortunately, TikTok might be going, but...
Well, I mean, this is one of the times where we can appreciate that the British Virgin Islands is not in the United States.
Yes.
So hopefully there's not an impact. From what I've heard, people are being told, as long as they're not on the American Apple Store, for example, or Play Store, they should be fine. So make sure your Play Store or your Apple Store is based in the Virgin Islands or in the
Virgin
UK.
Islands.
And you should be okay.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, well, I'm going to let you head back into the world and get more content going. And of course, we are excited to see what you do next.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And viewers, thank you so much for staying tuned with us for this interview. Stay tuned to 284 Media for more great content.